Hello, this is Chorka, and I will be explaining some how-tos on the NookLauncher today. NookLauncher comes by default with the 1.2 update, rooted update, and I've just got my Nook yesterday, and I just installed it, so I'll show you some things about how to use this guy here. Alright, so what I've got is a Nook that's been rooted, running 1.2 update. It comes with a NookLauncher pre-installed on it. You'll notice when you hit the N button that it will come out and it will ask you which one you want to open, the Nook or the Home or NookLauncher. And NookLauncher is what you want to use. If you do want to set it as default, you'll have to use a couple of complicated procedures. They're not that bad, but you'll have to use Android VNC server, and it's a little too much to cover right here. But there'll be some links on the internet, the wiki site there, as far as getting that set up. So to start with, we'll bring up my launcher, and the first thing you'll notice is it's a little different if you've already been running that 1.2. You'll notice it's a little different. It's like the old style as opposed to the newer style. I can show you the newer style. It also scrolls side to side here, which is a function probably people aren't very used to, but with all the extra programs and buttons, you need a way to launch it. So this is the way the official Barnes & Noble Home looks. As you can see, the buttons are rounded in 1.2, and they have a little shiny look to them. So I'll go back to the NookLauncher here that we're using, and as you can see, you can scroll back and forth. Now, the 1.2 root ROM that is currently out there has a few extra programs installed, like Nook Browser, Trook, and a few other things on there. What you need to do is add them to this launcher screen to be able to access them, and I'll show you how to do that now. First of all, you got this guy up here. We'll scroll over here. There's a launcher settings button next to the settings. It will go into the launcher settings. Okay, so now we've got a list of items. They're a little skinnier than usual. You see the text is cut off on things like reading now. And what you're going to want to do here is use the plus button to add things in. This back button takes you out of the menu. So we'll hit the plus. And you notice here this is a list of all the applications on the device that are available to be installed in the launcher. So if we drag sideways, you see there's a bunch of things. There was the web back there. We've got Format SD card utility, Nook Library. I have not played with that one yet. Move over here. We've got a development app. Not really sure about that, but it's on there. Trook, very useful RSS, ebook, web reader, downloads public domain titles and things like that for you. It's a very good program. Reader activity, I'm not too sure about that. Wi-Fi locker is very useful if you're running things like Pandora or browsing the internet. It keeps the Nook from shutting the Wi-Fi off if it's inactive. And log settings, I think it's just for logging, like debug and stuff like that. So I'll scroll back to the beginning here, and the most thing I think that everybody wants is the browser. And it's actually easy. Just hit the plus next to that, and you'll see it'll change to a minus, and now it's been added to the main screen. So what I'm going to do is, I want to use Trook as well, so I'm just going to scroll on over here. I'm going to hit the plus next to Trook to add that as well. And I'm also going to use Wi-Fi Locker because I do browse the internet on this occasionally. So now we've got those three programs installed in here. Let's go and let's go back to the original page here. And this is your layout that you'll see it in right here when you actually hit the home button. Now, if you notice, the things I just added are at the end here. They're at the end of the list, and it's not obviously very useful. You have to scroll all the way over every time you want to access something. You can reorder this list basically by tapping on an icon. You'll see it'll pop up on the side here, and now you just tap on the other icon that it will replace. And when it replaces it, it will shift all the other icons to the right. So let's say I want to put it in settings. I don't use settings very often, so let's take it off the main 5 that show up. We'll tap on that. Settings and launcher settings, everything's been shifted down one, and the web is now right there. Now I use Trook a lot too, so I'll tap on Trook, and we'll move it up in the list as well. Tap on settings. So now it's only one scroll away. Now, if you guys don't use the shop very much or anything like that, we can move it around, move it somewhere you don't want. If you don't want to, like I'll put it out down here at the end or something like that, and it'll get it off of your main section. I like to keep mine looking mostly stock though, so I'll just put shop back where it was. So Now I've got our list here. Wi-Fi locker I've got over here. I don't use it very often, so I will then go and exit here with the left arrow. And now if you notice, the home screen's back, and the our launcher menu is now configured how we want it. If we scroll over, you can see there's your 4 standard icons, and you have the web here. If we scroll over, we have truck settings, launcher settings, and at the very end just how I had it, Wi-Fi locker. So if you tap on the web, it'll bring up the web browser. There's Google right there, and you can get out of here and scroll over one, and now you can go to truck, and there's truck and all of its reader options down here for RSS feeds and such like that. Now if we don't want one of these in here, let's say I've decided that I really don't need truck anymore, you can just go into your launcher settings, scroll over and tap on truck once. You'll see it pop up over here. Tap on this again, and now it's removed. It's no longer in our list here. You can also do that by going to the plus, finding the item, and that's in here, and then we can add it back in, just like I did before. You'll have to move it back though, as it will be added to the end. It's got a little thing there. It's saying it's a bug in the program or something. But that's pretty much how it's done. Thanks for watching.